Hello everyone, Fenris here, and today we're back at Total War Warhammer 3 because I would like to talk with you about difficulty. Difficulty is something that is quite interesting. Total War Warhammer 3, back when the game was released almost 3 years ago, I was making a video about the faction potential. If you don't know, the faction potential is a special thing that is in Total War, makes that depending how strong the player is, enemies AI is receiving potential points, and based on how much X points it's receiving bonuses. So few examples. For example, from 0 to 400, it will be increasing to 0 to 100% more experience gain for all units. Construction cost can get to minus 80%. Crazy values, I know. Upkeep can go to minus 50, recruitment cost to minus 60, and so on and so on. And this is on top of the cheats that AI gets based on the difficulty. And those things are quite crazy, as you can see. But the thing that is quite interesting is that based on how do you play and who do you play, it will be different. And I will tell you why. Because faction potential also has something that is called difficulty overrides. And this quite interesting table is making that based on who you're playing, that other faction is getting potential bonuses. Let's go with few examples. Let's go from the top. If I play Libaras, then Lamia Brotherhood, so the faction that is next to Khalida, is getting bonuses. And those bonuses are based on the difficulty. So if I would be playing as Khalida, those vampires are harder to defeat because they are starting with those inherent potential bonuses that we just talked about. Like more experience, construction cost, upkeep, and so on top of the difficulty, because also AI based on the difficulty is getting a bonus. But this is like more specific one based on who you're playing. If you're playing Imbric, for example, then Kalador is getting bonuses because, it's your faction, let's call it. But other things. If you play Azazel, then many other factions are getting it, like Ice Court, Great Orthodoxy, Western, and Northern provinces. And they are getting a hefty one, like 100. That's a lot. That will be around 5 upkeep production from the get-go, 10% building construction cost, and so on and so on. So there are quite a lot of those. If we look on some different examples, we have something that is also player subculture. So we can use this table, for example, to make that if every faction that you're playing as a Cathay, this is quite important. This is only for the AI. This is not working for the player. You're not getting those bonuses. Potential is not working for you. If I would play in Cathay, any Catar faction, then Zinj, Slanesh, Kurgans, Goldtooth, Disciples of the Maw, Poxmakers, Exiles of Khorne, and Demon Prince, and Azazel, all of them are getting really hefty bonuses. So if you ever wonder that depending on your faction, why playing this campaign with this specific legendary lord, my map situation is different, it's because of this table. This is faction potential table. And it's quite interesting that not many things are done in this table, really, because the potential of it, I think it's quite big. For example, if I would be playing Call France, I would like that the Empire factions to be a bit smarter, they get a bit more bonuses. And those are the things that we do in SFO, if you're asking, so SFO Grimhammer 3 mod. But overall, yes, this is how potential is working specifically depending on the faction, and I quite like this system. I know many of you don't like the fact that AI still cheats in Total War, but on the other side, you know what? It was always cheating and it will be always cheating because it's just too dumb and the game is just too complex for it. But yes, this is all for this video. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe to the SFO Mod Team Patreon. You can always leave the comment, like this video and share it. And I was Fenris. I'm out. See ya!